Hi, my name is Ellen. For those of you who don't know me, I am a makeup and hair tutorial junkie. I constantly surf the web in search of new ways to learn techniques for doing great stylish hair and makeup. So I thought that it was only fair that I share my knowledge with the world of everything that I have learned over the last year. I am going to be using the Urban Decay Naked palette. I find this to be the best makeup product I have ever used in my life. It was very hard to choose between this and Naked 2, which is already out in stores, but um, I, I feel that this was definitely the best choice for me. This kind of has lighter tones maybe than the Naked 2 palette, and I find that I works for me for everything. Um, so let's get started. A friend of mine introduced these to me recently. They are cleansing towelettes from Target. They're about $3 for 30, and they are worth every single penny. So I'm just going to clean off kind of some of the darkness from my makeup earlier today. It's very important to work on a very clean eye so that you can get the bright look that you're trying to go for. Okay. And I have grown religious about always making this my first step every time I put makeup on now. Applying eye primer. I'm also using Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer. This came with Naked Palette 1. Go ahead and apply this over the top of both eyes. I have found that it can be helpful too to put a little bit underneath the eye. This stuff really prolongs the life of your makeup. And so by putting it under here, I find that any makeup I put on underneath my eye will stay where I want it all day too. This stuff is amazing. Okay, so the first color we're going to go in with is, surprise, surprise, Naked. And we're going to use a very light kind of shadowing brush. We're going to go over the whole base of the eye. Okay. The next step will be to take what is literally called a crease brush. Its intent is exactly what its name is, and that is to put eyeshadow on the crease. I'm going to go and use Buck. And then just about halfway across the base of your eye, start applying. I have found it helpful to use kind of a very light circular blending technique. I really in the last year I've really learned and understood the importance of blending, blending, blending. Even when you feel like you've blended way too much, blend a little bit more and it'll just make your eye makeup that much better. Go ahead and do the same thing. I try and I used to kind of do my entire makeup on one eye and then go back and do the entire makeup on the other eye. But I find it more helpful now to jump back and forth. If I do one thing to one eye, to jump over and do the second step just to get that symmetrical same look. Because it can be very hard to go back and try and match your eyes. It's frustrating when they don't. Okay. This one's a little bit darker than this eye, so we're going to go back into Buck a little bit more and just try and match our eyes for a symmetrical look. Okay. The next step, I use the brush that actually came with my Naked palette. I have never seen these in stores, so I can't suggest anything similar, but this is what it looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and dip into Sin, which is the second color on the palette. I'm going to go right on the lower base to kind of brighten things up. Same thing on the second eye. Okay, now that both our eyes are matching, right now, I don't know if you can really see, but right now the buck that I have underneath my creases, it's just a little too stark on my eye. So what we're going to try and kind of achieve is a very even faded look into my eyebrow. So here is a great blending brush. This is an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. We're going to go back into Naked and just kind of try and get this very even and blended in. Same thing on this eye. And to finish this look off, we're going to go into the lightest color on the Naked palette, which is Virgin. Be generous with the powder on your brush. Go all the way from the inside of your eye up and out. This will highlight and finish off the look. Okay. Now, literally my eyes are always my first step in my makeup routine. Strangely enough, powder and everything else comes second to last. And that is not the way I have always done my makeup. I used to put my powder and bronzer on first, but a great lesson I have learned is that when you do your eyeshadow, a lot of that dark makeup will fall on your face. And if you wait to put your powder on afterwards, you can clean it up before that powder goes on. And this will just ensure that you continue to keep that bright, amazing look. I'm going to go in and, well, actually, I don't do eyeliner every day, and I almost never do eyeliner on the top, but everyone's different. I am going to go in and do a line on my waterline. This just gives you more definition, and I have been told that it makes my eyes kind of pop and look a little bit bigger. Then the next step will be mascara. I try and focus my mascara on my outer lashes. Just kind of going over the same lashes over and over again to create thick, almost 1960s-ish cat eye. And then you can go in and do these a little bit, but for me personally, I like the drama to be on my outer lashes. Whatever is done on one eye must be repeated on the other. And now only because I have become obsessed with brightening underneath my eyes, just because I have learned how amazing it will make your eye makeup pop, I'm just taking this little tone correcting concealer from e.l.f. I think it was like $1 or $2. I'm just going to put a little bit underneath my eyes. Rub it in with your ring finger because that is the lightest pressure finger. I kind of rub into my eye and then out. Into my eye and then out. Already you can see it brightening up things a little bit. Okay, and now we know we're getting close to the finish when we are at the powder step. I start with a translucent powder that is pretty close to my natural skin tone. Go with a light feathery powder brush. Start with the cheeks, chin, and this is just to make your face the same balanced color all throughout. Then I take a little bit of a thicker bristled brush. This will be to go into my bronzer. And this, I really try and focus on highlighting my cheekbones. You know, putting a little more powder on the brush, a little more right here. Just to give us that high cheekbone look. It's important to make sure that the concealer we put under our eyes is disguised by the powder. This is just an all-over finished look. And then lastly, my favorite part of the whole look, my lips. This is a very cool new trick I have also learned over the last year. While I think this is normally concealer for your skin, it does kind of look like lipstick. And I have learned that, like eye primer, lips can turn out great if you prime them. So I'm going to make myself look like a dead woman for a minute. Then I'm going to go back over with this lovely summery peachy color. And we're still looking at 10. Yeah, that's still way too bright. We're going to dull it down a little bit. And the whiteness of your lips will definitely settle down a little bit, but I like the kind of Kim Kardashian nude summer lip. And then this is the finished look. Like I said, I do this almost every day. This is my in the car on the way to work look, or, I find that it's a great night look too. Hope you enjoy.